Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. So as always, thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and welcome to those who are new. I really appreciate you. So we're going to take a look and see who's leaking the most energy, what is coming up in your energy as we're moving forward. Just as I'm pulling these, I'm getting a couple of things. Not what you know, it's who you know. That's the basis of the message. But specifically, it felt like someone, whoever it is for you, it feels like masculine, that they are behind the scenes. So it's hidden conversations. It's a streamline, a hidden, it's not a group. When I say group, it always shows me in a circle. This is a just a line of people, so it's not so many. It's like an inner circle, let's just say, but I'm not getting secret society, all of that. So it's people within a chain. So basically what I'm being shown is not what you know, who you know. Somebody is saying that, oh, I know so and so, or if you say it feels like, and I'm not so up on it, but it feels like a Mason's thing. It's like, oh, if you I don't know, give it na 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 na, then then people know that you're connected to me, a clown, that type of thing. Or but it's like, and I know that that's it, but it's specifically someone's trying to like make their own secret handshake gang type coding, but they're using someone that they don't even know, that they have no connection to. So this, for me, whether that's bits made sense for people or not, but as I'm saying it, it makes sense for me of why I'm being focused along the lines to show you guys the examples that are going to be made are people that just take that as fact and truth, and then are gaslit on the basis of a page of cups, empty promise. It's like holding a cup up, but you can see the cup and you've been fed the, oh, it's very tasty, do you want to try? But you're not high enough to see actually inside the cup, something like that. It's yeah, all right. So specifically for people that are getting that, well done. It's something about the logic would be the chances of them being connected to that high up. Something about that. So it doesn't feel like, oh, ranking, but it's similar. So somebody's using a name as a door opener, or they are talking to people they feel are beneath them, and they are saying, oh yeah, we kick it, we're all together, and blah blah blah. If you say this, and then people will know that you're to do with whatever. That's always been a thing, I know, but specifically it's if the people that they're dumbing down, because that's how it feels like, it's they're trying to pull that one past you because you're being perceived to be someone that's not going to question it, which is where the backfires are coming from. You're not questioning it, you're taking it as face value. Yes, if you've known people over time, then you build that trust. Check out my last video. Whereas here, you're just taking their word for it. It feels like crazy out there of, oh my God, I've just met an actual fucking human, a human that is a unicorn. And no, they didn't show me that they shapeshifted into a unicorn. But yeah, they were saying if you say clippity clop as you go into that door, then you get a free part. It's that type of thing. There's going to be lots of magical, mystical somethings all coming and flooding. This is the psyops bit. There is a truth, there is a beyond belief miracles or unexplained sightings of things. There's going to be things like that moving forward. The psyops has to see the truth and then flood the market to redirect that truth. What I'm saying is those that are going to have things blowing up all over the place are those that are not questioning the truth. I don't care if you're like, oh, I'm in the truth seeker community and we do this, or I'm very analytical. It doesn't matter. It's about in that moment, did you do it? Did you check? How do you logically fact check something's a proof? A proof? Needing proof. How do you gauge your proof without the proof? Yeah. Oh, gut feeling. Well, that's already been hijacked. So when that's failed, what else? What's your next bit? What's your go-to? When people are saying, oh, psychic and it's, you've got to exercise your abilities. You can do something that's in a book that said, yeah, I can do that. What? And you just stop there? How do you develop that? How do you expand on that? What's like level 1 or intermediary and then in? There's something about someone's bouncing between two. Keep getting that. I didn't say it the last time as well, or maybe I did. Something, it's double crossing or working for both sides, and that is a thing we know. I've made a point of, I feel I need a signal to identify when I'm pulling stuff of people that are helpfully the two. I'm not on about those that say, oh, I'm with this side, but really behind out of people's view, they're also that side. Well, why don't you just make yourself fucking transparent that you're for both? What's going on? What are you scared of? Yeah? Something about that. Anyway, yeah, so let's get on and see what this energy is. It's not going away. So it's something about double crossing. Yeah, all right. Yeah, this is the fine line. So for somebody is going back and forwards between the two, but they're not necessarily double crossing, but there is something that they're doing that's deemed as questionable. So whether it's chatting with one side or doing something and then taking it back, and then it's like sharing it with them. So that bit would be like getting that, sharing it, but it's your own. There's no need to say that is what it is, but actually making it like you're the inventor, something like that. Yeah, that's gone off. That wasn't the actual bit I captured. It's something about it. For me, I would, even in this is the best example. When I get caught with that shit, it's like you've got to, then it's blast, something's got to go. Because when you're getting hit with that much confusion, if you're at this, say, in that pocket, like we're saying, it's what's the confusion? You know left from right, you know your brain, you're following your own compass, you know where you're going, you're at the head of the curve for those that are following this. Where's the confusion? You're calling the shots, you know what you're seeing. Yes, there's that fine line of, is it true, isn't it true? That's all right. That's just a time delay, but you're then actively putting in whatever it is you do to determine the truth. How do you test that something is in alignment with your truth? It's that type of thing. So yeah, let's take a look. One more card and then we will see. That keeps coming up, but that's going to be a big thing as we're moving on. So everyone, because what happens is people pick up on stuff, or people start following it, and then it gets hijacked, and then the psyop kicks in and it redirects people. People can't keep reminding you, don't forget to check, did you turn off all the lights and all of that shit. We're way beyond that. It's moving forward, keeping up. So there is an expectation that you're already at a particular level to not have to be reminded of the obvious basic stuff. And so with that as well, we do kind of forget. It's like you learn something, you do it, and then you forget. That's already bagged. That's where you need to brush up a little bit more, because you're not fully present. You're going to miss stuff if you're not fully present. But then when you are fully present, you give off a different shade of lighting, or there's something different. Yeah, I don't know that that will have landed properly, but it's making sense for me, and there are some that are. So maybe that confusion bit is intentional, meant to be. We'll leave it there. We've got fucking confusion. Anybody? We've got 5 of Wands and an exposure. Everything is simple. We make it complicated, or whatever. People that are absolute liars, covering up something or whatever, not here to expose the world, but there are things that, if within your communities you're wanting to, how can I do something to whatever, to the bigger plan and all of that, you start small, simple as that. Master that and it will increase, and then you build, expands, and whatever. You've got it locked down. You know your stuff. It's mastering a craft, but you can't master anything if you don't even know yourself, how you think, control your own thoughts, and don't give your power away. All of those bits, that bit you should be you should know what you're doing by now. So then you master yourself, you live by example. So all of the things that you can do, you get to a point that you can demonstrate it within your own life. Practice what you preach. Once that bit's done, you're able to help others. You can't help no one if you can't help yourself. So you need to be healed so that you can recognize the starting points and the vulnerabilities within others. It's not that you're here as a psychotherapist ripping everyone down and you're God and all of that stuff. It's just, without saying, you can see there's a vulnerability there. For example purposes only, oh, that blooming door was quite weak as I was coming in. How about I just quickly fix it 5 minutes and then it's done. You've spotted something, you've fixed it, you've done. The person that you was doing it for may not have ever even noticed it or been able to do it, but you are coming from a higher perspective, those that are. So it is now your light-seeking duty not to hold the frequency. You've got plenty of people that are doing that. You are the action people. It's like, let's get we're building the foundation that's been set. Now we are reinforcing the boundaries of a vulnerable structure. So change is on the way, we're creating change, but it's still not fully formed yet, because people don't know what they want, and is it even possible, and what's the point of me doing that, because it's only going to be fucking what, all of that bit. So there are the silent workers, they're not white hats, they are silent workers, but they are very present, they're not hiding, they're transparent. It's like that, it's very apparent. There's nothing about hiding. It's about being fully present, mind, body, soul. It's about being a protector. It's being a nurturer. This is why all of the combination and all of the elements, this is for those that are at that stage. And then it's like, well now what? You don't want to be caught up in the, oh, there's galactic wars, or there's this and that, but you want to actually be physically practical and see a difference being made. This is it. That's the bits that will be happening. There's all like, oh, this with the police, or this with the, with everything. It's all of that. What I'm trying to touch on is, if you're someone that's wanting to do something to make a difference in your own community, you will already be able to see little bits. You do that, and then you'll be given something else, or you'll see. But what will happen is you are creating a protection barrier frequency that is holding it solid. It's like little town bubbles. But being a one person, let's say, because not many are at that stage, if we're honest, being a one person bubble, how that works is you've got so many of the negativity rats, let's call them, that are trying to infect, and they already are. You're aware, you can see. You're not here to police anyone. That's their job and their situation, what they're going through. But there are a pocket of people that get like an angel pass, or they get a free pass, or they do whatever because no one's paying attention, but they're clearing up their side of the street, and oh, those leaves have blown over to your garden, let me just grab them for you also. I'm clearing up my area and you're vulnerable, let me just clear yours as well. It's tiny things that make a lot. That is massive as we move forward. That will always continue to open your pathway. That will continue to have you protected to an extent. Let's not think that, oh, I'm doing something kind, I've got ultimate protection, because that's not a thing. You may well be working out karma, you may well still be mixed up with particular ways of whatever. No one's saying, oh, you've got to be a saint, but you know when you see something and you recognize it as vulnerability, it's that's you're being called to identify. Use your discernment. Not everything that you see should be spoken on or pointed out also. Yeah, so let's see. So that definitely was some kind of a build up. We're going to take a look at this energy. Whoever this energy is, you can be sure they're watching you, and they have been for a while. This isn't anyone that's watching you, supporting you. This energy is picking up on the negativity rats, I would say. So if you are identifying with this energy as it starts coming forward, and you're like, I'm definitely not a negativity rat, then what it would suggest is your energy is not clear enough. You need to fine-tune your signal clearer, because those that do know need to recognize on-site friend or foe, let's say, because it's holding a different, I'm talking about those that can access the bubble pot that it's like that's giving you access to everything, so it's effortless. When you meet somebody, you can, it's a frequency that can't be mimicked, as people will be trying. This is different. It's an instant trust that doesn't need to be picked apart, for example. Obviously, that's not going to be for everyone. It's very specific, and it's not like, oh, meeting someone the first time you trust them and that's it, you've got your whole gates wide open for everything. You will know. And this is the thing, it's not about keep explaining how to work out how to do it. You're just going to know, and that's how we're able to keep it moving faster, quicker, because you just know. So I'm assuming those that are going to continue watching just know. Yay, know it all. Everyone hates a know-it-all. Oh well, that's probably because they're fucking up to something on you. Let's see. So this person is connected to some kind of conflict to do with you. You're linked to it. Family, friend, foe, whatever it is. You are connected to something that's playing out with a group that is some kind of conflict. This particular energy is watching. My feel is that they place themselves, their ego, where they are, it's feeling masculine. It's nothing against men, but this does feel that they have always been in the background, sideline or whatever, and maybe these people that you could be closer to, or that could also just be symbolizing the situation, you know of them but you don't know this one, or you've not seen this one for forever and a day. They wouldn't be coming to mind for some. So they are watching someone, could be yourself, could be someone you're connected to. This person is watching and studying. So without laughing too hard and stuff, we know that when we're hearing now, as it will start filtering down, someone's watching you, someone's studying you, they're trying to, at the end of the day, they're just looking, observing. Because if you are having access to the bubble that I keep referencing, it doesn't matter how many people look at you or do whatever, they're not able to take anything from that and do anything with it. It's useless. This person probably is on the understanding of that now. So they may have coached people, they may have created, I am getting a bit of a warlock feel, they could have created things, they could have led people to believe that they've got some kind of a always access, link, bond, tie, whatever. It's whatever they have believed. What I'm feeling is we're now picking up the energy of somebody that thought that they could control and something would always be, and now they're realizing that's absolutely not the case. So whether you're masculine or feminine, this Empress, for me to be able to translate what I'm getting, is why it doesn't matter if you're male or female, and that it's not that it's got to be the Emperor, it's the energy of this. What they're seeing is, if anything that they believed that they were doing to you or someone you know, or a situation energetically, or paying people, or orchestrating, or gaslighting, controlling anything, if that had been the truth, then this wouldn't be showing up this way. Because whoever it is probably isn't close to you, doesn't have actual access. Something's been changed and removed. So they've always known this is you, or this is what you can produce, or this is your coding, is a better way to say it. So from that, they could have tried to actively block, stop, and whatever. You wouldn't be noticing this as a threat on any level, because it's a true coding essence. So you're never going to notice that type of thing as you're growing up, as you're just being you, because it is you. It's like, oh, well, this is my skin, it's soft, or it's like bumpy, or it's just always that way. I've never actually really thought of it type thing. That's what that is. But if you've got, let's just say, a warlock or whatever, and they've been into something and they've seen you, male or female, seen you at that, and they've wanted to understand it more because it's coming from a controlling nature. How can I understand something, that essence, so that I can contain it? Boxing, Helena may well be significant. So they will have studied that. You're just living life. They will have studied, and obviously when you're studying anything, it leads on to many different paths and whatever, and then you come back to the reason that you started studying that in the first place. That's where we're at. 2 cards in, 3 cards in. So what to do now? Build an army. It's got to resonate. Resonating army, so that people don't question, they just keep moving. You control them by fear. If you don't do as I say, you're just an NPC, addicted to the word NPC. Whereas when we're switching it, because from ages ago, when we were all back at that point, we were being taught that everything is it's reversed. The role reversal is because as we were receiving the messages from that, that was the turning of the tables was happening. So you get a wider scope and understanding when you see something that you're used to all your life. Forget everything you've been taught and know it's all a lie. That type of perspective, when you just take it and then you reverse it, it's like, oh, I'm a helper, a healer, but really I'm a fucking killer. It's that type energy. So to break it down, this is why within the spiritual movement, spiritual community, and tarots, mediums, psychics, clairvoyants, healers, whatever you want to be, I am all of them. So it's like they are coming under attack because we are being used as an energetic shield, scapegoat. It's like guaranteed, oh, I'm into love and light, then you're trustworthy. And so you get these ones that are coming in and abusing that because it looks like it's you. They don't give a fuck. You're just the shield. You're the ones that give a fuck about being accused of really like fraud. You're robbing people, you're charging people for this, or you're trying to say you're a healer and we all know we can heal ourselves. Well, then you already know that that's a fucking clown. We get the bit of energy manipulation, but there is also healing within words. It's about, I could say something and cut the fucking living daylights clean from you just from an amalgamation of words, and I can then repatch you up and make it the most beautiful loveliness, and you wouldn't even remember that I've cut you that deep, because I can repatch you up and re-heal you again. The people that I'm picking up on, the people that are trying to dash us down, does not have that understanding because they are not from our little bubble pocket of the light. They're just imagining, mimicking. So this is why the light always wins, because some people haven't got a fucking clue what they're talking about. Myself included. but it depends what the subject is. So this is what we're seeing. We're moving forward. We want to make a change. Listen, how many years have you got left for the rest of your life? You don't know. But what you're going to do, if you're a practical person, you want to be doing something. So it's like everything's all fucking shit's creek. Let's get on and like we can do our own thing. But we will be making a difference, and that is it. It's just that focus. But the difference of it now is we've got the spirit realm are showing themselves, and they are actually helping us that are already aligned with that. It's like you're mocked, you're laughed at. It's like, oh, your belief is nothing, or you're not making very much of a change. How long have you been into that? All of that fucking rubbish. This is what's coming now. It's like, do you want to say again? And it's like literally putting people on the spot. So there's multiple, it's going to be quite funny. It's like, and you were saying, that type of energy. So this is where the messages were always coming through. Tap into your creativity. It's you do what you love. It doesn't feel like work if you're doing what you love, but the rat race, we all know it's but we can't do everything about that, but you can do it from a smaller scale. You've got to understand, they're showing me there are a lot of people that are all on that same page, but not very many, to be fair, but it is enough for change to happen and start pushing through the momentum. You don't get a fucking medal for giving it. I've woken people up. I've known people forever and a day that have gone around waking people up and whatever. You can have a badge and a medal if you, but it's yeah, if you're so powerful to wake people up, then you would have set the dominoes falling and you would have been at the head of the curve. You'd be guiding where else. You'll be practical. So it's not about, oh, I'm waking people up. It's about leading by example. You put what you know, what you can do into your life. This is why light workers, healers, psychics, clairvoyants, all of those people, just use this as an example because it's what I know, but all of those type people, this is where you come under attack, silent attack, because happiness haters, it's like, oh, you're too positive, you're unknown, you've got no sense of reality. Oh, you've got to tap into the fucking disgustingness to heal properly. This is people telling you how to fucking heal and they're not even healed yourself. That's the energy drainers. It's like, pay them no mind. We've got better things, more fun to have. And this is where it's going to really show. It's going to get tough. It's going to get crazy. And it's going to be... there's going to be elements of you questioning, I don't know where I feel at being okay that that's happened to them, because it's like, oh, it's like I've wished it on them, or they've... What we're needing to understand is people get told ahead of time. A tower is on its way into your direction. This is the warning. Remove your fucking self or change something you're doing, because impact is imminent. You get one roll call after judgment's been called, and then everything goes back to chaos, distractions, blah, blah, and then it hits. So there's no responsibility on anyone that's called judgment on a situation, because to call judgment on a situation for yourself or for others or whatever it is, in that moment you're calling out, I've tried everything I can do, every angle, and I've looked, and if it or it's too much, but I'm seeing something that needs to be addressed. That is calling judgment on a situation, and whether you're into it, you're not into it, or you want to fucking call it something else, do as you will. But I'm telling you from my experience, that is how it works. You won't be able to see something, but all ears and eyes are checking. Have you read the situation right? Are you being paranoid? Have you done this? What did you do? What are your thoughts? Everything. It's eyes on, and then it's watching. Then it's watching the thing and thing. And I'm not on about like, oh, you've gone to and code words for really you're a grass and you've went to. I'm not on about that. I come from the spiritual world, all of the things that you're told, oh, psychosis, you're imagining it. That's going to be a real thing pushing through. This is why this is here to show. You can test me on every level. This is the truth. And so you can see how to, this is what I say the truth. You can compare me to anything else you want. This is where I stand. If you call judgment on something, you hit a frequency that alerts to something, because it's that like a different kind of distress level call. You are a light worker, a healer, a helper that is seeing something that you can't do nothing about. This is why empaths that are crying and in a mess, in a state because someone all over the other side of the world and they've got shit going, that they're not actually in the most respectful way, very helpful to a situation, to be fair. This is like people that can see pain. Yes, you can see it. Don't mean you don't give a shit about it. It's just you're not in a panic. You're not absorbing all of that it's your own and all of it. It's like you're kind of there, but you're not. This is, I'm on about people that are in this bubble, that are seeing and observing and whatever. And then there's a process, because the process you're removing elements of a history, of a fit. It's like gone, but remove that, or that could do with adjusting or changing. It's done. Most people fucking haven't got a clue what they had for breakfast. They're not paying attention. So these adjustments are happening all the time and people can't even tell. Mandela effect is probably a way of pushing it into, was it this, was it that? It's like timeline shifts for real. So this person is watching something. We've got the truth. They are seeing that a truth they've always known was, whoever you are, male or female, that you're always going to be abundant. Whatever multi-dimensional way you need to shift it, change it, whatever. You are not someone that is materialistic, or you could have had spouts and bursts and whatever. You could be whatever, but you're just you. You've always been you. There may have been things trying to change it to fit in a little bit, but it's never been right or fit. It's like, so there's an element of misplay, but this person, whoever they are, could be more than one over a period of time. Have always seen that. Whether it's you can put your hand to something and you're always kind of, you get it, or you're good, or you do. It's like, not that you're perfect or faultless. It's, there's that different essence. It's, you put something else into what you do. You care, you put that love, or you're not taking yourself so seriously, or it's like, oh, butt of the joke. Well, just as well you can have a fucking laugh at yourself, because it's that's not painful for you. People try to attack you and make you a butt of a joke for things that they are insecure about, but they hope, because of the circles that they connect with and that they're in, that when they throw that out at somebody or someone else outside of that, it's going to land the same, because they're all that and that's where they're at and they're friends. So because you're not built that way, and I'm not saying you are off-worldly, you are from here, you're different, you're connected, you're receptive, but you're from here. You've got connections, cosmos connections all over, but you're from here. You're not some kind of, it's like, that's what makes you that valuable. That's why you are targeted, because you cannot adjust to any other way other than who you are. And society needs to adjust, and then it will become the norm frequency, which is why you've got the birthing, the essence, the nurturing, and so on. The dominant frequency that is coded with the cosmos, everything higher consciousness, is that everything will align, fall in line and adjust to that. But because you're not studying who you are and what to be, yeah, you may be, but you already are it, so you're not looking for that side in you. Others that are, they are. So they've got to research this, look into that, check that, mimic this, and they've got to do all of the finding out to understand how to do that, create that, be that. So generally you will get people that are using it against or for their purpose, which is a fine line of, thought you said that you've got to show it in your life first, or you've got to be like that. So some of you will have had attacks to be like, well, clearly they haven't got it because their life looks like it's shit. And so it doesn't matter. You will. There's nothing that will dampen, squash and suppress. It's not possible. It's not a thing. So while people aren't paying attention to what is in front of their face, it's always going to be hidden. These ones will have that time to check out this, practice this, because you're still hidden, no one's seen you, or they'll do everything to cover you, so they've still got time to work out a little bit more of that and be like that. So then when you do bust through and continue to expand and grow just naturally, just every day being normal you, that they're kind of there as well, you know, and it doesn't look like they've that you're in front. So a little bit fucking petty, but it's a condensed version of what they're showing me of this that many are experiencing or have done. So picking up from there, what you have then is the lights, whether I said it this video or the last video, there are enough that are. So even just one person that is authentically themselves holds more weight anywhere in an environment than anybody that is wearing a mask, or they're not authentically themselves, or they're just fuckers. Negativity rats. Everything will have to align and adjust. And if you can imagine that you're there and you're causing static within an environment of people that are already comfortably numb, yeah, so you've got to go. But unfortunately for you, male or female, yeah, you would be happy to go, but you can't go because you've got someone that's got your fucking ankle, your throat, your fucking arms. You're going nowhere because they still need to see what comes next or what else, you know. It's that kind of thing. So we've got the truth. They've known the truth, and then you come to a point that you're comfortable with being aligned with your truth. You've got this light that comes in. That's always been a thing. It's always there, but you just wear it with style, let's say, and it's just a natural thing for you. But people that may even be like a little bit psychic, or they're sending, or they know that they've seen something and they've got to explore it and go into depth more, they know that they've caught a glimpse of something. So that's that. But it will be a worry as well, because you would have been tested. People that have spotted something, they've got to test your boundaries, or they've got to test, am I above you or below, or where are we at? Or you don't actually know much about your gift or things, so I'll reroute you, or I'll always make you believe that I'm your mentor, or something like that. It's whatever, it depends who you fucking up around. So we've got here holding you back, being told throughout history, people get burnt at a stake, or you're imagining it, psychosis, you're a weirdo, or you're fucking think this, or show me how to do that then. Oh, how comes that didn't magically happen then? See, it's all of that. It's like, bye-bye. It's fucking draining. It's draining. It's okay to be past the point of all of that shit. Yeah, there's enough people that are all here, all individual, doing their thing, that are now can see each other's heads popping through. So that's the bubble. People can talk about it, they can share what they've heard, you share, and others of your experiences. But I can tell you now that the amount of coded essence, everything that's floating around in there, all of the mixtures of characters that are in there, the person, everything that is all blended in there, that pure consciousness, you've worked your ass off to be able to align with that frequency, and that's the frequency of truth. You're not getting in there if you're a fucking, you love drama, you love fight, you're doing this, you're trying to cause some sort of fucking bullshit and to convincing others that you're doing it for the greater good. It's all good because it's all part of the process, but you ain't there. It's just, it wouldn't be possible. You could mimic and have like a dark group warlock thing of your own version. There's probably many of them around, but I don't know about them. I'm just telling you the bit that I know about. You've worked hard all over the everywhere. This is it. This is why it's exciting, because it's always waiting for, well, when's it going to happen, or when's it, or I've been away. It's like, this is it. It's, you're feeling it, or within the next couple of days. It was from Thursday was the start of locking down, locking in the proper shift. So I'm not talking about, oh, I was feeling it from, no, you ain't talking about what I'm telling you. From the Thursday, this was it locking in. You could have vibrationally been picking up on changes. They're happening all the time. This is different. It's like the doorway is opening, or you've all been sucked in and then churned around, beautifully lovely, floating about. It's like angelic. It's like, take your kid to work day type energy. You've been placed in an angelic sphere, bubble, liquidy, fluid, plasma. It's like you've been encased and everybody's been floating around. Lots, but still kind of maybe, wow, I thought there would be more type energy. It's because you've got the psyops are heavy, turning everyone everywhere else. But that bit, know that, yay, you did it. Congratulations. So holding back, you're holding that. Her little bag is that, yeah. So it's always there everywhere. It just looks like something else, you know, but it's there, holding back, holding the code. There's your purse, because that's your abundance. That's your abundance. You're just carrying it around. You can open that anytime you want. You're given that special abundance purse, because even though she's holding it because she's holding a belly type thing, you're not holding it because you're afraid of giving in fear of not having any more. She's just touching it because it's trying for those that see it to know that she's nurturing, holding the belly that's got the divine coding within, as babies are, regardless of if you've got children or not. So that is that. Whereas this will have seen that and known a truth and need to hold you back and block it. That purse don't even go with what you're wearing. It looks shit, so that you put it down and you never hold anything that looks like that again. That's their angle. So you can tap into that purse part all the time. It's you're given it because you can. It's like having a plate of sweets or something. Some people will keep going till it's gone, or some people will, it's like the temptation, isn't it? It's there. Take what you want. Okay, take, and you take, and then you get comfortable, you're seeing it there. Well, no one else is taking it, so I'll have another. Oh, I like those ones, keep having it. It's all good, but it's still being noted. Those tests would have been plenty. So especially like these people, they will have possibly, if they are feeling their high ranking, they most likely are capped. So they're able to spot younger people coming up. That's why you get the predators, as well as everything we understand. But within them, they're all predators. They know what they're looking for, and they can recognize that initial spark. That's they're particularly looking for something, so they home in. So we've got the plate of sweets. It's there. Take what you want when you want. There's no consequences for, even if you finish the whole plate of sweets. But really what's happening is, if you're naturally there, you're not coming from a place of lack, or you need to, we have to, or agreed, or no one else noticed, or no one else is it's different. It's already there. That's what that bag is. So even if you've got nothing, it doesn't matter, because that is still there. So you might feel, oh, I've got no money, so you're worrying of that. You trust, you know that it's going to turn up, it's going to manifest, and then you get, like, I don't know, like food or whatever for that day, when you were thinking you needed money so you could buy food, but you've trusted in the divine that it will come forward when needed, and then something happens and you get food or whatever happens. It's already that it's switched from you were constantly, for example, what people do, focused on the money, whereas when you're really doing your thing, you're just focused on the trust that the divine will provide and bring it forward in whatever way it needs to be for that minute, for that day, because you are abundant. You're able to produce. You're able to magically appear anything that's needed. And so it's not that you get the food, be like, oh, I wanted friggin' the money to go in my purse. Well, you don't need it. You need to eat, and that's it. But the bit I'm describing is those that I'm talking to are beyond that point of whatever. There isn't an explaining. It's a complete just knowing. It just is. It is always. At this stage, from the older, this is a given because it's just how you operate, how it works for you. People will mimic it, or they will say, but they're talking to people that don't actually know, because they don't do it in their own life, or they don't produce it, and there's nothing against that. But what we're trying to separate are it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's people that are leading others to believe, oh, I know, but yet there's no other way to determine that is the truth. Does that make sense? Like here right now, I'm telling you all of this, so you would need to hear what I'm saying. You're either resonating with it or you're not. If you are, then there would be no doubt, because I would have already touched on things that no one else would be able to describe or know unless they know. But for those that are curious to think, they would then give a timeline, a window, to be able to see a proof come through. You don't need long. It's not going to be right now on demand. But if you were, for example, seeing the process I'm saying, you would then throw it out and be like, I kind of feel, I'm not sure. How would I gauge that? Then that's the sending up. You're requesting, show me something that's a confirmation of this, off channel, off whatever, in the physical, in the real, something that can't be a manipulated confirmation bias. Show me something, and then you will get that. It may be then, or it could be a couple of days, depends how quick you're manifesting this. So we've got that bit. So this is the holding back, this is the everything distraction. It's, you may have had a role or a job in mind that you were working towards to get to a certain point, and it's like, oh, I'm not doing that anymore, or you've been thrown off course, or you've gone down the drink drug route, or whatever, or you've had kids young, or you've like not had anything. This is the different forks of life. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're still tapping into the essence, because the more of the mask you wear, the further away from your truth, the divine truth, the guiding light that you get to. You get coded with conflict, doubt, and everything's got to scrub that out. We've got justice in this time. It is being calculated, because people like this that do injustice to people like that, whether this person, people, whatever, know at the time, don't, it doesn't matter. These type people, it's not special, chosen, whatever. People that are aligned with their authentic truth, regardless of race, religion, it's nothing about that. It's your core essence to the soul. You're being aligned with that. You go through, obviously we all go off, yeah, we get that bit, but no matter what, you still come back to you. You still revert, even if you try and hide it or change to something else a bit, you will spring back to you. And then, as we know, you get to a point in life and you're like, fuck it, you know. I actually prefer to be me. It's a different version, but I'm more comfortable with that. It's because you've connected with that and then you change to that. So that rebalances. Some people, those that have interfered with your growth, spiritual growth, and especially with them in a knowing of what they're looking at and what they're blocking and stopping, it's not even trying to like blow it up of like, oh, beyond belief you're factor, you're going to get all of it. It's people don't care about that, but it is still moving in the background, because ultimately if our planet or whatever is all fucked and everyone doesn't give a shit and no one cares, if you're still aligned with your cosmic truth, which is also connected to multiple other dimensions and everything. So whatever you've got going on around you in your own environment, if you're not the same blending, clicking or whatever, you will be in alignment with other dimensions. So keep moving and following your compass and your truth. So, but these people that do this, you can be sure that they are already moving down the pathway, robbing, stealing, abusing their power because they can, and older people get in with younger people because they're easier to manipulate. All of the classics, all of that gets calculated. So somebody that another would call judgment on a situation, that somebody like this happens to be connected to a part of or whatever, they would really get it. And especially if it's somebody that they were supposed to be a part of a soul contract or something, or emperor, empress energy or something like that. Not everybody has got that storyline set, but those that come in because they're there to make a impact, they're coming in with gifts, or they can recognize it, or whatever it is, for someone like that to recognize that, then there's something with it. They may not be completely gifted, but they could have trained, self-taught, or got to a level, and whatever it is, it doesn't matter, it's all still there. They do get it. It doesn't matter whether they think they've got away with it or not. It's not, oh, I'm a warlock, I'm protected. You're not protected at all. You're very much seen. And yeah, and it's these times, because that stronger frequency energy, at some point, it will pull that room, that environment. It will have to align with the divine essence, that main frequency. You're always tapped in to to that frequency, because that is, it's like who you are. So you will adjust it. It will be static for others. So if you're outnumbered, oh, I don't like them, or I'm not into that, or they're not like this, and then you get outcast, because then it can settle back down to its whatever. That's fine. If you multiply those individuals, and then let's just say as well, within a town, you start getting more of those people standing in their truth and whatever. It doesn't take long, because it's that interconnected. Yes, that's always been the idea, but people that have that, then they use it for, oh, we can rob this, or it just whatever, it works for them. They have a laugh, they've whatever, and they come and they go, and that's it. That's their business. But we're talking about the ascension of the planet and the evolving and everything of that. And if you are aligned with that, you can't be complacent in the sense that you're just going to get a free ride and you're always protected. It's not about that. But you're here to create a difference, and you've actually woken up and put action into play. You've got the wheels in motion. You're doing something without a whole applauding or put me on a pedestal and worship me and I've got this and what you know, who you know, and all of that. That's what's going to be throwing up in people's faces, because a lot of people are taking things and gaslit and doing to feed into all of this. And then you've got those that are saying it. So if they're so protected with all of what they're doing, how about this? How has that happened? Yay! They made it. Someone made their tenner for the day. Yay! Yeah! Little surprise for those ones coming, because I keep being shown hailstones. Oh, don't like riding in the wet. Well, how are you going to make your tenner? So it starts building, and then that's what moves with the whole town, builds that frequency. You still get the negativity rats and the ones, but it's going to be the most dominant frequency, isn't it? Don't forget, all types of businesses will always be there, but there's going to be a better calibre of that type of thing. We're talking of the scum, that it is, and there's only that way to say it. The deceptors that go in with intentional harm. So, and there you go. And this is going to be a big thing. We've got the Emperor in reverse. So you've got justice coming from the Emperor for the Emperor in reverse. So what's going to start happening with that, with like the mirroring of things, is Emperor, any king, any queen, people in the reverse, and the way that they come across, the way that they operate, the way that they will not, they're not in a position to, let's just say, for whatever reason, there's no interest to put the work in and change. That's fine. Don't start fucking trashing down, taking liberties, or coming to my kids, or doing this and fucking up that because you choose to fucking be you, as you have every right to do. But it is about evolving, and they're clearly stuck and they're just not there yet. So as we move forward and they are placed wherever they need to be amongst themselves, then everyone actively pulls the energy up in a better way. The universe gives back and rewards for that. So when you're getting happiness haters, they really won't be able to stand it, because even though society is shit and everything's hard, you can still see the beauty within shit street. You can still wake up every morning and have things to be grateful for. You haven't got to be a like hippie loving light nothing. It's just, do you see there's things that you should appreciate, be gratitude and things like that? It's simple. So helping others, and then it knocks on the knock-on effect. What's happening is you've got people mimicking because they don't want to do the work, so they'll just be the copy overlay. So you'll get a divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever that looks like for you, and then they are the role models, and then people build up to be like that because it's an idea of what it looks like, and then that's the guidelines, which is why it's role models. But also the living, practice what you preach, demonstrating. I came from minus because of people actively put you in minus, let's say, but in front of everyone's eyes, I got from minus suppression into da-da, whatever it will turn out to be. So, but that's why sometimes you have to not have fear of going to a minus, because there are higher powers at play that are saying whatever you lose, whatever is taken from you, if you can just trust with a calm mind, calm, that you will always be, your little purse will have things that it needs. Your magician's bag, you will always be able to produce what you need, but sometimes you have to change your perception of what you're pulling out to use at that time. So you would be going in the purse to get money, but actually you're pulling out something that's like, let's say, like, I don't know, like a banana's got all the nutrients, or da 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 da. It's not what you were going to get, but it's what you need for that minute, and then it knocks on. The more with that, that's how it comes. So but with the Emperor, Empress, and all the Kings, Queens and things in the reverse, what's going to happen now is people need to be reminded of everyday people within the community. Look, that's what a divine masculine looks like. That's what a divine feminine looks like. The archetypes of that, not people pretending to be something they're not. It's a coding. That's why they're saying old code, modern times. It's futuristic. It's a blend of everything, because it's getting tainted, hijacked. It's people are forgetting what the fuck is real as what it can be. They need to touch something physical or see it, not something that's there. So yeah, that's another new one. That's a funny one. It's all of these things. It's like attention seekers, isn't it? Want to get attention, notice me, it's funny, it's no, but the attention seekers, that's the thing. It's, yeah, come on, let's you can have some airtime, let's get you on display, everyone knows who you are, you've just made your presence known, type energy, and then bang, something happens to them, and everyone knows, yeah, that was them, that was that, and that I can contest that happened to them. This is what we're looking at. But people need to know who's put themselves up, that everyone can see, and we all know that that's somebody, that they done that or they did this. We were all aware, maybe not everyone was, but we all know what we're looking at. It gets called out as a prediction, and then you see it. When you see it, you believe it, because that's what people are, that's where they're at right now. Oh, well, I'll believe it when I see it. This is what's coming forward, because a lot of people are directing things. It's like, hang on, someone's like, what, we need to just do like a little demonstration so people start taking what's being said seriously. Let's give them that. And this is what's happening. Whereas for me, I'm practicing, developing and training as I go, filming it, documenting it and loving it. Now we're coming into the shadow side. So I've got that detachment, because people like this that tap into your Achilles heels, or they want to open wounds, they want to trauma bond, they want to all of that. So it's like everything's coming back round, and now this is it. It's like removal on sight and total life collapse without guilt, without having to lay hands on any level. It's like, come with deception, you're gone. Come with ill intentions and trying to pretend to be something to mask yourself. That's all well and good. We'll play that game, but you are still gone. So that people know that if you have faith, if you're protected, that it's okay. It doesn't matter if you're on your own, vulnerable, or you're this, you're that, or your past was this, or you've tried to change directions and go. You haven't got to be all godly and religious. You've just got to be true to yourself and kind to others. It's as simple as that. Yay. So yeah, didn't expect to be chewing your ears off for that much. I won't put you through the rest. Let's get an angel card. But this is just giving you the basis of the energy that's coming through right now. So once this bit passes, then we'll all be on the same page, and then we can start getting to it. The energy is going to shift again, so that's what, get this bit out of the way. Everyone knows how to harness it in, and then we'll probably start. I'm going to put that back because we've just had that and maybe I didn't shuffle enough. What I was saying is we're probably going to have a couple of tower moments to like set the scene, or it's like a little fireworks display. It's like 3 tap, bang, bang, bang. Hello, new game has begun. Everybody ready? So yeah, funny. 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to the change. Extremes in how you save or spend. Yeah, extremes in how you save or spend. Be mindful. There's going to be some things, and just with that, as I finish, but there's going to be like a real and then a psyops covering it out, like we're saying, to get you to reject things. But it's almost like a test of your discernment. You've still got to go with the flow. It's about the trust. It's basically the cheat code would be, if there's something that is untoward, you're going to feel it approaching a mile off. So if there's something that's a bit different like that, random, you're not going to get caught out random at this stage in the game. That's a different little bit for you to know. Use your discernment, obviously, but something that is really trying to knock you off course comes with a level of intention that multiple people will know about, or it will hold that energy. You will feel it, so you'll know from there. Anything else, it's you're just going with the flow, or it feels okay. You don't need to talk yourself through it or question a little thing like that. It's, you already know that you're on a pathway of collecting more tools, people to strengthen you, and you to them. And it's like, this is everybody moving around that place together. You're coming across everyone. It's sharing this, sharing that, doing that. It's like, without, it's a given. It's a given. All right. So yeah, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend. Yeah, there's something going to be to do with cash. Either getting rid of a lot of cash, some people, could be a hiccup, or being told to have at least something at home. I'm not sure, so it might be different for different people, but that's coming up. All right, I'm going to go. See you later. Bye-bye.